Ladies and gentlemen, Eddie Marcus here. Decided to take you on the road with me a little bit. Gotta go to the Goodwill, see if I can find something that I need. And as I'm driving toward the Goodwill, and constantly, as you know, having my mind on what I can do additionally in my role as far as trying to cause freedom amongst humanity. It's a challenging situation. And so I'm driving, I'm thinking to myself, living is a constant. And when you're on the road driving, it's still a constant. And you have in your hand, everybody drive on that road, got in their hands a lethal weapon that can be used at any moment, at any time, to take care of some business, whether it's desired or not. And so in order to be able to have such a threatening weapon in your hand, and to be able to get out in public on the stretches that's designed, you got to be qualified. And one of the things that you learn about the whole process of learning how to drive is to stay alive. You know, you don't want to cause any problems, any accidents or any of that. You want to make sure you avoid that kind of stuff. But mainly, you want to stay alive. And one of the main premises of the training process is to let you know the value of what? Staying in your lane. And when to move out, move in, when to speed up. All of these things you got to learn. And daily life is no different than that. Having experienced, know the maneuvers that's going to be required, and are qualified. So I'm thinking about that is the same thing that life is about. When we speak of life, we talk about those things that are essential for survival, like food, clothing, shelter, education, health care. All of these things are absolutely as important as can be. So, how do you make sure that those things are guaranteed continuously? By making them and seeing what they really are, as far as peace and prosperity and freedom and joy and the fulfillment of dreams are concerned. Wow. So in order to do these things, you got to know what the rules of the road, what the rules of life, what's the rules that would keep you away from crashes and dangers. What is it that will keep you from lying and cheating and stealing and kidding? What is it? You know, some people say, well, we need justice. Well, I want to, got too many little things to add into that. So I want to call it righteousness. Practice righteousness. This, my friend, the road to life is practicing righteousness. Righteousness will teach you that you are important. Righteousness will teach you that because you are important, humankind are important, that your neighbor is important, that you got nothing but relatives all over this place. Darn. Well, righteousness teaches you that. Righteousness teaches you that everybody needs just to be satisfied. To profit in life. Life is about profiting. Otherwise, if you're not profiting, you're dying. And profit don't mean money. Profiting means getting what you want out of life. Profiting means being happy. Profiting means being satisfied. Dreams coming true. What does that mean? What does it mean when you start talking about, I want my dreams to come true? What do you dream about? I know you dream about happiness. It's getting and grinning all in your dreams. Now, usually those things that you're faced with in life every day you're going to refer to those things being met. That will determine if there's a success. And so what do? We come out, just like you do on the road, you figure out what is it that would allow all of these things to take place. And what is it that needs to take place? You need to take place the fact that all resources of the earth belong to God and not anybody. They don't belong to the Russians, the Americans. I mean, what Americans do with it, Russians do with it, what everybody does with it, it's theirs. And they can do with it as they choose, use it, trade it, whatever. But the resources themselves belong to God. The people that need them belong to God. That need was given to them by God. The resources were made to them by God. The ability to exercise those gifts that you got to bring those things to you that you need is by God. So this is the easy truth to understand. These are the things that makes up the road of life. And you come and talking about money. And everything you do is about trying to scam money from somebody else so it can do something for you and nothing for someone else. This is the biggest con game. Let me put it right. No. That's evil. That's evil. And as long as we practice these things, ladies and gentlemen, we are damned. Damned, damned, damned. And if we don't change, it's simply because we don't know how. It simply means that evil overcame us and righteousness could not tame us. And we became tools of Satan, walking around on earth swearing that we was on our way to heaven and that God loved us so much. And all we doing is equaling our pain and suffering to everyone else. People, we got to wake up. I know just my saying this to you is not going to cause anybody to wake up. But I'm saying this to you because I want you to take focus on the things that's happening around the world so you can understand that the things that I'm saying to you are not just useless words. These things are actually happening. And you can see them with your own eyes. I know people are trying to tell you that what you see, you didn't see, and what you heard, you didn't hear. But are you going to believe that? If you do, then you've already been caught. And I can save my time. But in the mean, I want you to know that God loves you, and I'm here saying to you because of it. Now, what you do with it, I declare you cannot blame God. Until next time, this is Eddie Marcus saying goodbye.